Hi everyone! Welcome to my first live stream. I'm gonna wait for some people to join this live. Oh, we have 5 people watching already. How is everyone doing? First live stream on the channel, guys. I'm just gonna share it to my social media, hopefully get some more people in. 3 wins in a row. Chelsea back to being Chelsea. Yeah, 3 wins in a row. It actually feels insane to think that we're on a streak now, 3 wins in a row. And yes, there's a lot to get carried away because now we're scoring goals. The performances are going to get a little bit better from here. And it's always nice to end on a win before international break. Of course, last time we got beaten by Nottingham Forest, went off feeling quite deflated and low after that. So it wasn't great. Mo is here. Hi, Mo. I bet you're happy about the win too. Hi, Nina. Hi, Nippon. I hope you enjoyed the win. How good was it? I'm just sharing this to my story, guys. Can you guys hear me okay, by the way? This is my first live stream, so don't come for me if I'm not very good at this. Right, just sharing it to my socials, guys, and we're going to delve straight in. Also, guys, I don't know if you noticed, but obviously the Megastore dropped these beauties, and I had to get my hands on some. Who are Bulgaria playing in the international break? I have no idea. Yes, Nina, big win. Yeah, so exciting. Hi, Nina. Hello. Yeah, the sound is good. Perfect. Thanks for letting me know. Guys, who's your man of the match today? Because the second half was obviously better than the first, and I think there's quite a few standouts. I think Caicedo was absolutely brilliant. Obviously, Raheem Sterling. 2 goals. Well, one was an own goal, but still contribution from him for that goal. So that's great. Come and join me. Right, there we go. Posted. Hopefully get some more people in. Sterling has to be Sterling. Yeah, and do you know what? It's actually crazy because a lot of people didn't want Sterling in today's lineup and thought probably Mudryk should start. I couldn't watch the game 3 p.m. kickoff. Yeah, do you know what? I was strumbling rounds for a live stream and I missed the opening 10 minutes of the game, but apparently I didn't miss much. I got just in time to see us concede, so obviously that's great. Sterling man of the match. Yeah, fair enough. Honestly, Sterling started the season off really well. Then he kind of dipped. Obviously he was rested last game because he had some sort of virus, but I think Pochettino has absolutely made him a regular starter now. I think Sterling's going to be one of those players that hopefully transitions all our younger players as well, but you can see that he's definitely on a good run of form. To be honest, Sterling equally played bad at the first. Yeah, I agree. To be fair, I think the first half was just poor from everyone across all areas. I thought there was not much movement off the ball, and we weren't really creating that much for ourselves, to be honest. Really, really static. But guys, I can't believe. Oh my god, we made a comeback. That's actually insane. We actually came back from 1-0 to 4-1 on top. Who would have thought? Does anyone know when the last time Chelsea made a comeback was? Because I think we're talking over a year, definitely. I think there was a stat that we haven't come out on top in 19 games where we've gone 1-0 down. That's actually crazy to think. Cole Palmer, man of the match. The kid makes everyone play better. Yeah, no, you're spot on with that. I think Cole Palmer is slowly turning into one of the most crucial players for Chelsea, and he literally just walked through the door. So I don't even know why Pep let him go, but thanks, Pep, I guess, because he has been, literally scored. Well, he scored his first goal today. Yeah, it was a penalty, but still to get put on the spot, considering we don't actually have an outfield kind of penalty taker, obviously since Jorginho. I don't know, maybe Cole Palmer could be taking our pens. But yeah, no, he's been absolutely insane. Sterling man of the match, but Palmer has made a huge impact on this team. Yep, again. Do you guys remember when everyone was wondering who that surprise forward is going to be at the end of the transfer window? And a lot of people were disappointed because they thought, yeah, Palmer, I haven't seen much of him. If Pep's letting him go, then there must be a reason. But here you go, guys. He's been on a mad run of form, goal contributions, assists. Honestly, what more could you ask for? Why does it always take a halftime bollocking from Pochettino for our players to wake up? Yeah, well, I don't know, to be honest. I mean, wasn't it the other way around against Fulham? We had, excuse me, a much stronger first half, I think it was. But anyways, we always kind of dip in and out, first half, second half. But what matters is that we actually saw it out till the end against Fulham, even when the performances weren't that good. Never in my wildest dreams I thought we would score 4 goals. Yeah, you're not alone. You are not alone in that. I mean, 4 in 1. When's the last time that we scored 4 goals, guys? Someone let me know because I actually really want to know. Where were you today, Nina? Matt, honestly, just couldn't make that. Just Burnley, too far for me today. But I bet you enjoyed that. Yeah, up the Chelsea. First half was last season Chelsea. Second half, we were powerful. Yeah, I agree, honestly. But the thing is, though, at least we're now making improvements. You know, last year, if we had a poor first half, it rarely was, as someone just said, it rarely was changed at half time. We would just go out and concede another, sit back, and then just wait for the full time whistle. But now our energy is up, we're fighting, and we're not just sitting back after scoring a goal. We're looking for another. We're scoring 3 and 4. And this is literally what we see other teams do. So it's great to be able to say we scored 4 in 1 game today, guys, honestly. We are cooking. Yep, we are. 3 wins in a row. Let's get carried away. I think we need to play a little faster, move the ball faster, and make penetrative passes. Nice 3 points. Yeah, no, I think you're right. Do you know what? I think it's so important that we're getting 3 points. And I'm not even going to scrutinize the performances too much because at the end of the day, goals are what matter, and then 3 points even better. So we saw that we had games where we lost, but we put up good performances, but then we walked away with nothing. So really, I'd rather us put up mediocre performances, but actually pick up points because we need to get further up. And are we top half of the table now, guys? Are we top half of the table? Let's have a look. Oh my gosh, we are. Let's have a look. Standings. Oh, never mind. Well, we're getting closer, guys. We're getting closer. We'll move up from 11th soon, I'm sure. Matt Dav, can we tell Sterling he's not in the England squad every week? Yeah, do you know what? Honestly, I heard someone say that. Hi, Charlie, by the way. I hope you're enjoying your holiday. Yeah, someone said that clearly he took it personal. Gareth Southgate, I mean, take notes because Sterling obviously likes that little bit of aggression there. I think in the hell month, if we have James and Nkunku, we can survive the month. Yeah, no, I mean their absence is really, really felt. Obviously, we don't have an outward right back at the moment with Malo Gusto being suspended, Reece James being injured, and we're having to play a left back as a right back or perhaps a centre back. Obviously, if Disasi would play there. But yeah, I mean, having James makes all the difference, of course, but clearly we're making do right now, so not going to complain too much. But I get that it's Burnley, and I get that for that run of games that we're going to go into, we're going to need some more stability there. And yeah, Nkunku, but time being, play Cole Palmer. I mean, he can play as number 10. I know Pochettino's quite a big fan of Gallagher as number 10 too, but we'll see. Since April 2022. Oh, wow. What? So we haven't scored 4 since April 2022. Wow. Guys, that is insane. That's over a year. Let's go. This is more like it. Yes, Ella, finally we get to talk about some wins. We are 10th. Yeah, well, guys, it's fine. It's movement upwards. Do you know what I'm saying? At least we're not dropping off, and we needed to win today because we're going into Arsenal next, and everyone knows that's going to be a whole nother different game. I'm not getting carried away, but 3 points on the board are so necessary right now. Seeing Chelsea in the top half is like seeing the sun for the first time. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, who would have thought? Before top 4 and top 6 is what we were looking at, but right now, yeah, top 10. Let's get ourselves in there. Such an enjoyable second half to watch. Yeah, I agree. The football in the second half was really, really impressive, to be honest. And we actually looked like we had intent. We were going for more goals. There were some good link ups. I thought Gallagher looked a lot better in the second half. Caicedo as well. I mean, guys, Caicedo is absolutely balling out right now. You know, he had a rough start, but he's really, really picked up, and I'm so impressed with his performances. Great confidence boost going into the next run of games. Yep, definitely. Let's just build on that. We can score goals now, so let's just keep replicating that. Are fans scared of run of fixtures after international break? Shouldn't be. These teams ain't invincible. Wolves beat City. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Some of the top, obviously, 4 or 5 teams, I mean, bar Tottenham, have been dropping points. So I mean, it's going to be difficult. We have work to do, but at least we're going in the right direction right now. We're scoring goals, we're finishing our chances. So, yes, I know that we played Burnley and Fulham, etc. But you know, Fulham are above us in the table, aren't they? So it's good to see at least we're having a good go. And I just hope we put up a fight. Basically, I'm telling you, the problem with this team is inexperience. One experienced player in the team, then it would have been miles better. Yeah, exactly, guys. Look, this is why I'm all for the process, because we have so many young players. It was never going to just, you know, click and just be what we always desired it to be. It was always going to be tricky. And obviously, Pochettino is a good manager. He does have the right idea. He came, he sat down, told us exactly what he wants to do with this squad. They're all young and they're just learning how to play together. You know, your likes of Jackson, Cole Palmer's still young. I know he's played in the Prem, which at least is a bit of an advantage if you want to bring the familiarity with the Prem. Cole Palmer has that. But then, you know, Caicedo's still young, had a good season, obviously at Brighton, but he's like 21 himself. They're all young and they all will gel. We just need time. Mudryk as well. Guys, let me know what you think about Mudryk, because I thought Mudryk had a really, you know, that touch where he took and he had that really good run on the left flank. He looked equally dangerous. He looked for the pass, but Jackson just wasn't lucky enough to read that pass. Should have taken a shot. It will be a headache for Poch if all our players are back in contention. Every player needs to be at the tip of their form and be ready to give it all in order to break through into the squad. Yeah, but guys, healthy competition's where it's at. I mean, it's good we have depth. It's not obviously good to have too many players to pick from. Chopping and changing doesn't really get us anywhere. So I'm quite happy that Pochettino is keeping sort of the same players, just switching it up with obviously formation and stuff. But on the most part, consistency is what we need. We don't really want to be seeing this player out and this player coming in. I mean, obviously, I understand that he wanted to give Breuer a start today. But yeah, healthy competition is always going to be good. So glad to see Chelsea back in form again. Yes, guys, I'm so excited to see that everyone's all happy. It's so nice for a change. We need to have players in their right position now. The big matches are coming. There were times Cucurella was caught out of position. If we had taken chances in the early matches, we would be up table. Yeah, no, agreed. I think Cucurella got outdone a little bit today, but again, not going to give him too much stick for it. He is playing out of position. He is going to get done the odd few times. And yeah, I mean, he had a brilliant game as right back for us when he was played there. So, I mean, he's only doing what he can. And I know he wants to prove himself as well. But obviously, I think Pochettino is going to still try and flesh out as much as he can from Cucurella. We didn't see as much as we wanted to from him last season, and obviously not a cheap player either. And obviously we didn't let him go in summer, so Cucurella's going to be fighting for his place. Absolutely. Up the Chelsea. Yes, Jacob, I hope you've enjoyed the game if you're up there today. Really, really good game. I would love to see Mudryk, Palmer, and Sterling play together. Yeah, I mean, there is a lot of pace in those 3 names right there. I mean, obviously, Sterling looks a little bit better on the left, and we know that that's where Mudryk plays. So, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see. Sterling also can play on the right, so maybe we'll see a little bit of rotation. Who knows? But yeah, absolutely. And Palmer can absolutely play in the number 10, so that those players that you've just said can all be on the team sheet at once. Keep an eye on Angelo. He's definitely good, doing good, winning player of the month. Yeah, I mean, this is why we recruited the way we did, so that these players can obviously develop, improve, get better. Yeah. Wow, guys, 21 of us watching. Honestly, guys, please smash the likes if you haven't done so already. It helps spread the stream, get other people on there. So if you haven't hit the like, please do so. It really helps me out. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, guys. I am not, I'm a few subscribers away from 2,000. So thank you so much. It really means a lot. If you haven't subscribed, just please do so. Mudryk needs 90, not 10 or 40, 90, full stop. Then only we can get the potential flourish. You know what? You're bang on with that comment. I agree with you 100%. And I've been the biggest Mudryk advocate since the moment he joined, for the reason that I think he's got so much potential, pace as well. Did you guys see how quick he is? I mean, he is not a player you bring off if you're 10 men down when you need pace on a counter. That's why I always say Mudryk needs game time and he needs to build on it. So yeah, I think you're spot on with that. I don't know why he brought him off the last few games where he started. I think yeah, playing a full 90 is where it's at for Mudryk. It's how he gels, how he gets better. It's how he learns patterns of play as well on the pitch, and only gets better by playing. So yeah, I'm with you on that. He needs to stop getting brought on. And if you guys remember, Potter literally did that to him last season. Lampard did the same, just brought him on for like 10-15 minutes when we're trying to look for an equalizer or break down a low block. Do you know how much pressure that is on such a young player that's barely played football before he joined us and is so raw and inexperienced? It's not fair to let him in. And then obviously everyone's going to say, oh yeah, Mudryk's rubbish. But what do you want the guy to do? He comes on when we're losing and he's got 10 minutes to make a change. It's not going to happen. Don't get me wrong, but Cucurella gets outdone even when he plays in the right position. Yeah, look, Cucurella struggles in the odd few games. I think he's still got a lot of proving to do for us, but he stepped up when we needed him, when we didn't have an outward right back. He came in and he did a decent job. Today wasn't the best performance, I don't think, from him, but yeah, I'm not going to scrutinize his performance too much. What a win. Yes. What a win. Honestly, very needed. Get that self-esteem up. Inconsistency of Sterling feels like he takes his position in starting 11 lightly. Look, I get where you're coming from with that, because he seems to go into hiding in the big games, you know? I mean, I'd love to see him have this performance against Arsenal, because if anything, that's when we're going to need that the most. I mean, Sterling is literally the most experienced player, bar Thiago Silva on the team now. Yeah, you can say Chilwell as well, but you know, Sterling's been lifting Premier League titles. He's played under one of the best managers. He's been in a good City side, so he needs to be bringing a lot more to the table. So yeah, praise obviously for today. Really involved and was quick. Sometimes he takes too many touches. He overplays it. Needs to just look up, make that pass. But on the most part, yeah, fair enough, Sterling. But just please do the same in that run of games, and then we will praise you. Gorgeous. Thank you so much. I really don't want the international break to come now, which is saying something considering I didn't want the previous break to end. Yeah, guys, how crap is it that we have to go through these international breaks? They're so often sort of, we've had one not even a few games ago, another one now, but yeah, it is what it is. Hopefully though, it's actually a good thing if you look at the fact that we let some of our injuries get better. We know that a few players are close to returning now, and we get to see them play again, hopefully a few making a return for Arsenal. So on that side of things, yeah, but I also get where you're coming from, that we don't really want momentum to be disrupted, building streaks, all of that stuff. But hopefully we just come back with that much more confidence. We are now ready to go at Emirates. We're playing at home, aren't we? If that's what you mean. Or do you mean when we go away? Yeah, that's also a big job. But yeah, ready to face Arsenal. Not going to like veer away from it. Obviously, it's going to be difficult. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh yeah, we're going to beat Arsenal. It's not going to be an easy job. But at least I hope we can give them a game and we can actually look like we want and have equal chances of winning. Because I mean, that derby obviously has lost its sort of power in the last year or so because of how poor we were last season. But yeah, we need to get back into there. Jackson needs to take his chances. Yeah, again, I think that's just raw inexperience there. Doesn't read the game too well sometimes. If you are talking about that opportunity where Mudryk had a great setup for him and he didn't really know what to do with the ball. Yeah, but equally as well, when he received that pass, and scored his goal. He was really composed with that. He had about 2 players in front of him. He had a great turn so that he didn't rush it and just shoot at the keeper or at a defender. He timed it very well. So you can sort of see that he is raw. It's not as consistent throughout the game, but again, super sub today. So fair play to him. Loving that shirt, Nina. Yeah, honestly, Chelsea Megastore released these beauties the other day, and I was like, I have to get my hands on one. But they are really, really cool, aren't they? Good times, and obviously lucky as well. Got some inspiration for a win today. Our front line is not clinical enough. Yeah, I mean, again, it's just the fact that they're not used to playing with each other, and considering injuries and stuff, we do have a lot of interchange in that front three sometimes, depending on obviously what formation we play as well. But guys, it can only get better. I think this is where we have to actually be patient because we need some results. Yeah, we've got them now. We've got 3 in a row, really, really crucial. Obviously 2 games, 1 in the Prem, but I think that we're gonna have to be patient with the front line, considering yeah, again, we don't have experienced forwards as such as much as other clubs do, so we're gonna have to be patient. But there is a improvement, and that's what you want to see. It was always going to be like that, guys. We just obviously wanted to see some results on the way, but yeah, no, I actually have a lot of faith in us now. Our front line is weak. Yeah, just on the same point. I think it will get better. I came from the future. Chelsea 3, Arsenal 1. Nah, yeah, okay. Look, I don't know. I mean, that sounds insane, and I'm not really going to sit here and back that result with confidence because let's be real, Arsenal are going to be a difficult opponent. Can't lie, we've been struggling, not beating teams that we should have been picking up points from. But that being said, I also think we will give them a game. There's a different sort of vibe around that game, and it's at home. We have a lot of work to do at home. Brilliant result. Yeah, Jacob, honestly, now we can actually be happy. Penza and Caicedo are frauds. No, they're not. What are you waffling about? Breuer versus Jackson, by the way, what do you think? Look, I think Breuer, even like last year before he came off with that horrible injury, I thought he was doing bits. I thought he was one of those strikers that doesn't necessarily just wait at the top of the attack, just waiting for a ball to get fed into him. He works for it. He tries to get up there. He tries to dribble through the odds few defenders and, take a touch, take a shot. We've seen him score some decent goals like that. Obviously, it was a shame to see him out for so long, but with Breuer, I really rate the fact that he loves Chelsea. He wants to prove himself. He's definitely going to want to fight for a spot in the starting 11 as well. You know what Chelsea means to him. But also at the same time, I would like to see Jackson start just because he is now building off a lot more games. His form is better as well. I don't think Breuer is in his peak form, and that's obviously because he's been out for nearly a year, injury as such. So you can tell that he's not in his best form right now. I would like to see him though get some minutes, perhaps bringing him on maybe as a super sub 10-15 minutes at the end to get some game time would be good, but for me Jackson must start. Feeling sad for company, man is trying hard. Yeah, I mean, look, there's only so much he can do. I think Burnley have been playing decent football. I don't think all the results reflect sort of how they have been playing, which is a bit difficult for them. But yeah, equally, I'm not going to feel sorry for them today. No, Nina, don't get me wrong. I like when he plays good, but he does not play as a senior player, inexperienced player. He needs to show leadership like Silva does. Sorry, who are you talking about? I've completely just forgotten. Breuer just holding on to the ball way too much. Yeah, look, at times he should have just looked up and made a pass. I agree on that point that he does sometimes try and dribble too much. Needs to just look up and shoot. But yeah, again, I think he is one of those players that needs to look up as well when he dribbles. I think he looks down too much. Do you reckon we'll do Arsenal? Jacob, I don't know how you're feeling about this one, but like I said, I feel a lot more confident that we'll give them a game. In results wise, I can't really say, but in terms of putting up a fight, I think we're going to go in with more confidence and hopefully get some goals. Caicedo, what a tackle for the Sterling goal. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Caicedo, watching him today is brilliant. And for him, it's only been improvement. You know, it's been an incline since the moment he joined. His debut against West Ham was Poor, it was poor, but he's only gotten better. So, of course, it was going to take him time to settle in as well. I think people forget that he didn't really have a preseason either. When he was sort of stuck on, is he leaving Brighton? Where is he going? He wasn't playing or training. So, he came in quite rusty. And having gone through so much uncertainty as well over a transfer window, I think will mess with you mentally too. But I think, yeah, he's been brilliant recently. We should have got Tonali instead of that fraud Caicedo. Geez, what is your agenda against Caicedo? Leave the boy alone. Man U was lucky to get a win today, or else we would have above them in the table. Yeah, I think, was it a late winner from Man United? I didn't see the game, but I was checking the score, and yeah, I mean, so lucky for them, isn't it? But don't worry, guys, we'll be above them soon, no doubt. No matter what Penzo does, you'll never criticize him. I've criticised Enzo where I have. I think when he has been played as a number 10 in the couple odd few games, he hasn't had his best performance because I just don't think that's where Enzo plays best. But obviously I criticise him where I've needed to, but I didn't think I needed to. Yeah, he's not had the strongest of games right now. We've seen him in a much better form, but equally Enzo is working hard, and I'm going to praise him every day of the week. Breuer just needs to show more work rate. Yeah, that's fair. If Penzo, you really don't like Caicedo or Enzo, do you? Scored an own goal, people would say, wow, he's so good, he can score. Look, let me tell you this though, when Enzo first joined us and we were going through the most terrible form we were ever in, obviously last season, sort of him coming in, Enzo was easily our best player week in, week out, and he'd only just set foot in Chelsea. So that's all I'm going to say on that one. I was talking about Sterling. Oh, right. Yeah, no, fairs. I completely get that. And to be fair, I wouldn't have been starting Sterling either in the last couple games. I always think that he does go into hiding in the big games. So that's why I'm saying challenge on Sterling. Keep making us proud like that, but do it in the big games. Enzo doesn't shoot. That's frustrating. Yeah, I don't think he's got the most powerful shot. He doesn't quite manage to get too much power on his shots, and it ends at the keeper. But then again, he's everyone's got their weaknesses, I guess. Hey, Nina, wonderful performance. Our team, you're always there for our family during hard times. Love from India. Yes, hello to India. Thank you so much for joining my live. Yeah, obviously got to stick through the bad times and get to enjoy the good ones. Right. With all due respect, I'm going to skip over this one. Good performance from the boys today. We go away with a win into international break. Yep, really, really good to see that we actually get to go into international break with a victory for a change. So definitely. Nico Jackson does half-hearted press, needs more intensity. Yeah, agreed on that one. Didn't you go to Turf Moor? Nope, I wasn't able to go today, so I watched it at home. Wasn't able to, but I'm sure the fans had a great away day, so really, really pleased for everyone that went. I'm a little worried about Thiago. Is that just me? Look, I think if you're talking about footballing abilities, then he's not going to get better at football. I mean, he is at an age now where he will eventually be on a decline in terms of his footballing ability. But for me, Thiago Silva is a must start. Absolutely must start, and it goes beyond just what he shows on the pitch in terms of like his football and his skills and the way he can clear balls, read the game really well. He's settling in the youngsters, and his leadership is absolutely felt in all these games. And for me, there's no way that I'm dropping Thiago Silva from any of our lineups. I think he is such a leader without the captain armband. He's been our best player, arguably, last season. So I'm really not about to sit here and have conversations about should Thiago start or not. I get some fans are worried because he has been making some errors and people are saying he plays the ball out the back really slowly. I personally don't see it that way. I think he is still very involved. Every player is going to make the mistake, but the thing is, when you've been that brilliant for us and you've pretty much been flawless, you are going to be under scrutiny when you make a mistake, because for us, he's literally Mr. Perfect, and he has been. So yeah, I mean, when he makes mistakes, it is going to be a lot more felt. Yeah, so good on that one. Axel Disasi is a beast. He pumped Jackson, Mudryk, and Palm in the last match. Both hyping and laughing when they won free kick. Disasi has been really, really good. I think Disasi is, again, turning into a much more consistent player. He looks really comfortable in the back line, so I'm really pleased for him because We know that he's young, has obviously settled in really well. And yeah, again, who do you think he's taking example from? Obviously, Thiago Silva. Wow, okay, somebody is not happy here in the comments. But guys, no, going into obviously Arsenal, who in your opinion should be absolutely must start in, like, who are your now kind of most consistent players to start, and who do you think should be getting game time whatever happens? Hi Nina, lots of love from Uganda. Looking at the state of the team now, is European football more plausible next season? Yes, hello Paul. Thanks so much for joining. I think that it seems like a long way away. Obviously, that is going to be a massive start, but it's not to say it's impossible. It's easy to say that now that we've won 3 games in a row. It's easy to get carried away and say that. And I mean, it's not even how poor we've been, it's the fact that the competition in the Premier League is absolutely insane this season. Obviously, it was as well last season. But yeah, it's not just about how we're doing, it's obviously how others are doing too. I do see some of the teams above us dropping form though. I mean, I just don't see how it continues on. There's teams that are playing in Europe and might struggle to juggle. The fixtures might drop off at some point. But I think we'll be able to tell in that run of forms in the next kind of month and a half, where we're playing City, Arsenal, Tottenham, Brighton, Man United, etc. So I think that's when it's really, really going to show, and we'll be able to actually, find out for sure. We have a hard fixture after international break. Believe we will manage to win. Yeah, I mean, like I said, hard fixtures, but at the end of the day, that is how you learn and you grow. But I think us as Chelsea fans, we've got to accept that that run of fixtures isn't going to be perfect. No matter how much we want to win, score goals, all of that, it's not going to be as easy as we think. And we're going to have to accept that results might dip at some point over that run. If, though, we see good performances, we're scoring goals, then that already is big improvement, and it shows us that we are in the right direction. Obviously, it's so early right now to say and sort of like predict how the season's going to go. Haven't had the best start, but equally, we've got why not? We've got what it takes right now, I think, to give some of those teams a good go. And even better if they underestimate us. I mean, obviously, brilliant on that note. Enzo and Caicedo controlled the midfield. Confidence and results will only make them better. Enzo needs a little shooting practice, but we didn't buy him to score our goals. Exactly. Yeah, you're spot on with that. Exactly my point. Every player is going to have their weaknesses. And like I said, for me, Enzo was easily our best player when he joined. He joined halfway through the season, and I think he was behind Thiago Silva, the best player of that season, in my opinion. So that just says it all. Enzo, the moment he stepped foot in that team, obviously his World Cup winning mentality came through. I think he really, really, really shone. So yeah, I agree on that note. And Enzo and Caicedo are only going to build on their partnership. You know, we've not seen that much of them together yet, but that dream partnership that we really, really hope to see is definitely going to come through soon. I am absolutely sure. Too many silly cards from referee today, but thank God they didn't rob us the penalty and offside call. Yeah, do you know what? As soon as they weren't drawing the lines as well, were they, for that offsides that they thought it would be, and I was a little bit worried as well. But again, it was one of those things where you could see it was onside without the lines being drawn. But as we know, assistant referees haven't been the brightest recently. So yeah, I agree with you. I was also a little bit anxious on that one, but with the penalty, again, that was one of the it was a no-brainer really. And yeah, Cole Palmer, credit to him for being so composed at the penalty spot, even when they were checking. I think they took a while to check through as well. And as a young player standing at the penalty spot, obviously with the home fans behind the goal that you're obviously trying to score in, never an easy job, but he stood so well. So really, really pleased for him. Good night, Nina. Keep the blue flag flying high. Yeah, good night. Thank you so much for joining. Happy to see Sterling back on the score sheet. Watching your videos always makes my day. Oh, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. Yeah, really happy to see Sterling as well on the score sheet. Obviously, he's one of those players that we're expecting goals from this season. No if, buts, or maybe. He needs to be up there. And our forwards need to take example from somebody. We know that he's got goals for days in his back locker. So really hoping that he brings those to yeah, our upcoming fixtures. So definitely. We won with 4 goals. How is any kind of Chelsea fan moaning? I can't even remember the last time we scored 4. Sterling can have my kidneys if he needs them. Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think in a season full of so much horrors last season, I'm referencing, and a really difficult beginning of this season, I don't think we're in any position to really be moaning about these games, even if the performances aren't as good as they should be. Really, we've just scored 4, like you said. When was the last time? And yeah, one was an own goal and one was a penalty, but either way, we put 4 away, and that's all that matters. At the end of the day, we've seen Premier League sides score 3-4 goals game in, game out for fun. We haven't. We've not. And honestly, guys, I said this, we never had it in us to come back from 1-0 down. If we concede 1-0, that's it. Just chuck the game away, because there is no way we're coming in with an equaliser, let alone a comeback. That is why today's win feels even better, honestly. Really good. Wow, someone's really obsessed with Enzo. I don't know why Enzo has upset you so much. Congratulations on 2K, but I'm genuinely impressed with Chelsea, but quite disappointed. Have I hit 2,000 subscribers? Oh my god, it won't load. Sorry, guys. Live reaction of me. I have hit 2,000 subscribers. Thank you so much, guys. Woo! Like this video if you haven't done so already. No, thank you so much though, guys. There we go. Captured the 2K mark live on YouTube. Really thanks to everyone who's on this stream right now. Really pleased for that. We wish for days like this against big teams. I mean, coming from behind or score 2 or 3 goals, that will just boost the team and the fans more confidence. Yeah, guys. And like I said, being someone that goes to every single home game and did go to every single home game last season, I know how deflating it is walking away. Obviously, it's bad enough watching it on TV, but walking away from games where you've lost and it's the same thing, same dull performance, is so deflating. That's why I'm so happy for all the away fans that made the trip up today and got to see us score 4 goals. Really great, because obviously, yeah, I mean, true fans are right there. So big up to everyone that went up to Turf Moor today. When they checked the pen, I'm glad Palmer replaced the ball and reset. Great composure, and happy to see him with his first Prem goal. No, absolutely. I'm also very pleased with him. Maybe, yeah, guys, what do you think? Do you think Cole Palmer should be our penalty taker now? Because he's obviously scored the pen today when it mattered. It was a chance to put us in the lead as well. So that's more pressure on his shoulders, and he handled it very well. So really pleased for him. I'm an honest fan. Oh yeah, okay, I'm just gonna ignore these comments. Hi from Cape Town South. Hello for, oh my god, wow, people watching from far away. I hope that you are okay. Thanks so much for joining today. From Vietnam with love, Nina. Patience pays off. Oh, hello to Vietnam. Wow, guys, you guys have really have joined from far away today. Thank you so much for all your support. Yeah, patience pays off. And honestly, Chelsea fans, I've got one message for you all. It's be patient, because we have to trust this process. We're going to pick up some results on the way. It's not going to always be pretty, but clearly for days like this, it's worth it. Okay, yeah, I don't know why I just pressed on those comments. It's really kicking off in the comments, isn't it? Love your videos. Thank you so much, Justin. Yes, you have. Yes, I have. Congratulations on 2K. Thank you so much, guys. Honestly, I am really happy. It's actually unbelievable. Thank you so much. But yeah, guys, any more interesting comments to go through? Let's have a look. Credible, but Poch needs to play both goalkeepers and as well. Yeah, look, I think we might see Petrovic make his first start against Blackburn in our cup game, because I don't think Brighton was particularly the game for it, because of course Brighton yeah, no disrespect to Blackburn, but Brighton are a much more difficult side with very threatening forwards that can punish us easily. So I think we needed someone that's been there at least a few games, like Sanchez had been. And on the most part, Sanchez has been really, really good for us so far. I know I've criticised him, but again, equally, I think he's just been saving his own mistakes as well. So yeah, obviously credit, but I think maybe we do see Petrovic start against Blackburn, and I'm excited because I've seen that a lot of his. Well, I've only watched like highlights, but I've seen that he's got some good saves. Obviously in MLS, so it's great to see that we've brought someone that has potential and could definitely be. I don't know, maybe if he puts up a really good performance and keeps a clean sheet, we might be talking about rotating. Who knows? Maybe we could have an Arteta situation, hopefully, on our hands. I'm worried about Madueke. When is he going to play? Yeah, do you know what? I also thought the same because I saw him warming up, but he didn't obviously make an appearance. And I'm not too sure why, but I think with Madueke is that obviously his injury over summer meant that he didn't play in preseason, and we were seeing a lot of the youngsters that we recruited obviously have good moments, and it meant that Madueke was kind of just forgotten about a little bit, but equally he brought so much to our attack, and I think that he was really, really great for us. So I'm just super excited to see him make his return. I think he should get game time. I absolutely do. I just think right now it's a case of we're playing players and trying to get them used to each other, and that's why there's not much room for rotation. But yeah, no, I agree with you. I really wish that he will start as well. But yeah, guys, coming up to 40 minutes, I'm going to round this live stream out. But again, hit the likes if you haven't done so already. And if you've enjoyed this live stream and you haven't subscribed, please do so already. Thank you so much for anyone that's helped me reach 2,000 subscribers today. I hope that all of you enjoyed today. Honestly, celebrate it. You deserve it. Go crazy. Take care of yourselves, and I will be back with another video for you soon. Thank you so much, everyone, and up the Chels.